Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Waka Waka. Abby here. Today's vlog, it's a sit down vlog, and I'm just briefly going to talk about something that happened to me recently. So I am not in Makati. I came down to Angeles City to visit a friend of mine. I haven't seen her like in a year or so. I'm just using this time to reconnect with friends that I haven't seen in a while by traveling and spending time with them. This story that I'll be sharing with you guys is actually I think I'm going to be categorizing this event as one of the weirdest things that has ever happened to me here in the Philippines. If you watched one of my latest vlog where I went to Las Casas with my friend, but before we went to Las Casas, if you recall in that vlog, we actually went to her mom's house. So when we got there, I remember wearing my shoes and entering because I was wearing a sneaker. So I entered the house with my sneakers, but I didn't really, while I was in the house, I didn't really feel very comfortable with me just wearing a sneaker into the house because it's kind of disrespectful, It's really like people that take out time to like clean their house and stuff like that. But the mom, she didn't really care. I was a bit conscious about that. So after we finished from the mom's house, in the vlog, remember we went into the car, and while we were inside the car, I was actually telling my friend that I was actually a bit uncomfortable with me wearing my shoes inside the house because I'm sure nobody would like it either. But the mom was pretty cool about it. This event that happened, right, this weird thing that I'm talking about, so this happened yesterday, and I'm still trying to like grasp the whole ideology, the whole idea behind it, because I find it to be a bit crazy, and this is the first time this is happening to me. When I got to Angeles yesterday, so my friend picked me up. We actually had lunch in Albasio, around the city area, and she lives in the gated community here. As we got to the house, in the outside of the house, and the funny thing was that I recorded this event as I was unbuckling my shoes. I recorded that event, I think for like 6 seconds, because I knew I was going to include it in part of my vlog. When I make my vlogs, I take a lot of shots, so that is what, like, if you've been seeing there's been a little bit of improvement in my editing skills, is because I take a lot of shots when I'm doing traveling and stuff, because I like to just get different perspective and angles. So while I was removing my shoes, I recorded it, and then because they had piled of shoes outside, like neatly arranged, so I was like, I'm not going to make the same mistake that I made in Quezon City. So I removed the shoe, and when I entered the house, it was really nice, like very clean and all of that. I was like, I'm glad I am not making this mistake anymore. The plan for the day was that, since we already had lunch, I just hung around the house. I was just trying to catch up with her and Justin and the rest. We made a plan that we're gonna leave the house by 4 o'clock. And then so when it was 4 o'clock, she gave me a dress because I didn't have anything to wear. She said she was going to take me to this place with a beautiful sunset. So I was like, okay, I'm going to dress up. And this shoe that I'm wearing, right, it's a Birkenstock. I've had it for 2 years. And it's a bit pretty beaten up, but not this kind of emotional attachment that I have to it, because it's this kind of shoe that I can go on a hike with. It's this kind of shoe that I can go into any bar. Sorry, she has kids. This is why I'm not making this vlog outside, because there's a lot of noise coming out from that side of the house. Where was I? So it was 4 o'clock. I dressed up everything. She was waiting for me outside in the car, and then went to the place that I put my shoes, right? And I was like, where's my shoes? And I was like, so I kept like, I was like, where is my shoes? And it got pretty weird, because I said, like, rummaging through the whole, because there was a carton of, so mostly the shoes, there were shoes for her kids, and then maybe 1 or 2 of ours, and then mine was like on top of the pile. So I was just crazily, because she's like waiting for me, right? So in the horror, like, where's my shoe, where's my shoe? So it was getting a bit weird. I ran back into the room that I am staying in, like, maybe I didn't, maybe I'm a big, maybe it's a mistake from my own part. And still, I couldn't find it. I even opened my bag, I just went through the whole thing. I checked the corners of the house. I was like, what is going on here? And I was like, later went into the room where her sister is. I'm like, by any chance, move my shoes inside, because some people would actually do that. She was like, no. And then I was like, and then she was looking at me, she was a bit confused, and maybe I didn't know where I kept my shoes. So I now went on my phone, and then I was like, when I was coming in, I actually shot like a 6-second video, and I showed it to her. And then that was when she now kind of like took me seriously, and then she was looking for the shoes with me. And then my friend also came down from the car, and then she was like, what the hell, asking her sister that, did anybody come to the house? And then she said some people from neighboring friends of hers, some of their relatives were visiting them, and they came to the house, but they didn't come inside the house. So we ran to the neighbor's house, like, did you buy anything? Did anyone take my shoe? Of course they said no. But what really was shocking for me is like, why would anybody want a used shoe? Why would anybody pick an old shoe? Why would anybody want to wear my... Actually, like in Nigeria, if somebody takes your personal effect, maybe like your clothes, or like, maybe panty or shoes, it might be like maybe it's someone that knows you and wants to do something bad to you. So that was like where my mind was going to. But I was like, well, nobody knows me in this area, and it's a gated community, so like, I didn't really expect that kind of thing to happen. Like, nobody would take a shoe, like an old shoe for that matter. So while we was searching, we also found out that she was also missing a sneaker, Nike sneaker, that she left in the front. So literally someone purposely took the shoe. While we were talking, I was just trying to like process the whole situation. Like, it's impossible. Like, why would anyone want an old shoe? And then she now told me of like a scenario, like, because she grew up in the province, and she was like saying, people, they actually do that. Like, people would take, like, when you go to visit someone, people just go away with your shoe. And I'm like, it's just pretty weird. And so this is the question that I have for all of you, like my Filipino followers, my Filipino friends, that you're watching this video. So the question is that I have is that, has this ever happened to you? As someone has this ever, because it's not an obvious, it's not an obvious shoe design. It's not like maybe it's a Gucci or like, a Valentino, like, freaking designer. It's just a normal brand that I just find very useful and very functional for me. And this is a question I have for you guys. Have you guys ever had any kind of that situation? So this is why I'm doing this vlog. I really want to know, because it's still freaking weird. I'm still freaking out right now at this moment. I need you to leave a comment in the section below and tell me, have you ever had your shoe stolen before? And if it happened, what was your reaction? How did you react to it? Because I'm telling you guys, this is a story that I would never stop sharing. This is it's still so weird to me. I still feel like I'm in a dream right now. So this is why I'm sharing this with you guys. So I'm still a bit shaking actually, because it's it's a bit freaky. Okay, please leave us comments in the section below and tell me, okay, have you ever had this kind of experience before, and what was your reaction to it? So this is the end of this vlog. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye bye.